So now we have our file ready to go. We should probably pop some more images in and a little bit of some footnotes explaining these, but let's say for argument's sake that our file is all ready to go. I've checked here, all my files are linked. I have no question marks here telling me things are missing. The first thing I'm going to do is put a bleed on this cover. It's the only part of the design where an image comes right to the edge. If for argument's sake I had that there, I would have to put a bleed on that as well. So let's go up here and I'll put just a 3mm bleed, will be enough. And you can see if you look at the rulers at the side here, it doesn't have to be too precise, but you get the idea. About 3mm, 1, 2, 3. This is why if you were doing an illustration for a front cover of a magazine, make it about 6 to 10mm bigger than what you need, because you'd need to leave a 3 to 5mm bleed all the way around. And what that is for is so that when the pages are printed and the guillotine person comes to trim them, if they're even a millimeter off, a hairline off, you're going to get a white line all the way around the edge. So you need to leave a bleed. Let's just save that. I'm hitting Command S and I've gotten this signed off. It's ready to go. Let's get this packaged up. Okay, so there's two ways of sending a file to your printer. You could save this out as a PDF, which is another little tutorial I'll show you. The advantages to PDF is it's completely flattened. You're not going to have any missing links, you're not going to have any missing images, no missing fonts, logos, nothing. The disadvantage is if you sent that file to a printer and you noticed a mistake at the last minute, the printer wouldn't be able to fix that for you. Let's say it was a tiny little typo or something, or a misspelt word, or just something out of line. If he or she had the InDesign file, they could easily get in and just, fix the little mistake. So I always send both, and they can choose which one they want to use. So what I need to do is package this up to send to a printer. Let's just hit Command S again. So what I want to do is go up to File, Package. Okay. So I have a list here of different things. Now this is just your summary. It shows you there's 2 fonts used, nothing missing, nothing embedded. That's good. I have 4 links found. No modified. It tells you here no use of RGB, which is good. The amount of inks, I have 4 process and 2 spot inks. No plugins, or 1 plugin. Okay, fine. Fonts. I've used News Gothic Regular. It's not protected. News Gothic Bold, not protected. It's good. Let's look at the links. These are all, it's all TIFF, CMYK, EPS, everything looked good. Okay, that looks good. Colours and inks. Now this is important. This document here, let me go back down into Illustrator. It uses, the brown colour is Pantone 7533. The pinky colour is Pantone Rhodamin Red. Let's go back down here. So all of these images, this image here, and this one here as well, are CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Where these 2 colours come in to effect is on this front cover. So essentially this document, certainly the cover, will use cyan, magenta, yellow, black to print this part, the image, and it will use these 2 Pantones overprinted on here, on this CMYK part, to create this logo colour. Okay. Your client needs to know that that's obviously going to cost more money. It's only on the front cover. These 2 colours don't appear anywhere else in the document. So, oh, actually, maybe it does. Sorry, I made a mistake. These headings are the same. I made those the same colour, the Rhodamin Red. So, it's something that your client has to decide, well, I can afford that. Maybe you might get your Pantone Bridge guide and you might show them, well, look, this Rhodamin Red is a really bright pinky colour. I can't match that up very well with its CMYK process. It's just not going to match. It's going to look really muddy and horrible. And they need to decide if they want to go with the Pantone colour or not. Certainly some companies where they need a particular pink or a particular red or orange or green or whatever, they will pay the extra. But it's something you need to check before you send this off. Your print settings. This is, you don't need to worry so much about this. It's just showing you that it's CMYK and how many copies you want. Okay, this, don't mind this. This is a plugin, which it's a Mag Plus plugin, but I haven't used it on this document. So everything's good to go. Let's go for it. Okay, now I pre-filled this in. Okay, when you hit package, this will all be empty, but basically you fill it in, your name, your company, your address, your phone number, your email, and any instructions. Please print 1,000 copies in full colour. Also use 2-spot, what did I say? 2-spot Pantones. Please, please deliver to client in such and such place, whatever. So let's go continue. Now, I'm going to make a new folder just to show you. Somewhere, like generally speaking, I would have a folder specifically for each client and then a subfolder in there for each project. So the logical place to put it is in there. So I'm going to make a new folder called iMag for printers. Go create. And we'll call this final iMag, something like that. And what it will ask you want to copy is the fonts, the linked graphics, and update the links if they're missing, which we know they're not already. We don't need to worry so much about these, so we'll just click package. Now it's telling you here, it's just warning you about if you've used any font software, any typefaces and fonts, things like that, that you're not entitled to, but we know we haven't. So we'll go OK, and it will, there we go, that was quick. So let's go down here, into here, documents. Okay, iMag for printers, final iMag. And what we have is, this is our InDesign file. These are our links, so these are all the images that we used. Okay, and they're all perfect. Here's our fonts and our instructions, all typed up here. The Pantones, we want 1,000 copies. The fonts we used, the different colours. So a printer will know when he opens this what he's looking at. Okay, so that's it. I would zip up that folder there and I would email that across to the printer and he would know exactly what to do with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's something that you should do at the very end of your design process to send off to your printers.